think you know how I think about you, but you know we're close. I got a million different thoughts about you. I like you more than most. It's a little bit complex, sure.
These are basically the weapons of choice. I do want to kind of share my my rub, because I kind of came up with it on the fly, basically from left to right, and then my secret weapon is from my garden, habanero. So it's very, very spicy. I don't put a lot in, just to get a little bit of a kick. Again, you don't have to do this. Obviously, that's my flavor I like. So that's basically, I mixed everything in. Basically, kind of just do it on feel. The pepper, if you're going to do a ratio, it's probably pepper is 2 to 1 to salt, maybe 3 to 1, depending on how much you like. And then you just shake it up like so, and that looks good. Someday you'll be able to smell through the camera, but for now you can't. But trust me, it smells really good. This is new to me. I have watched a lot of YouTube videos, so hopefully I've learned a few things. But they were actually, some of the videos I saw were actually very, very informative. So hopefully I can kind of give a very rudimentary beginner's guide to smoking. You know, hopefully somebody out there sees this video and I'm making it as simple as I can. One main thing that you definitely need is a meat thermometer. Anyone will do. This happens to be a digital one, and you just stick it in there. You want to be able to probe to see how tender the meat is. Basically, you're going to have the smoker set at from everything that I've seen and I've put together and from cookbooks I've looked at, basically the ideal temperature is 220 Fahrenheit. This is the real test. You want to get it to about 165 degrees, and then that's basically where you want to take it off the grill and wrap it in the butcher's paper, seen here. Or you can use aluminum foil, or you don't have to wrap it at all. But basically at 165 degrees, the meat will stall, they call it. It's a stall. And this helps it get past that stall, and you want to get the meat up to, I mean, at 165 degrees, obviously it's edible to eat. But you want to get it up to about 205, between 200 and 200, yeah, between 200 and 210 in that neighborhood. So 205 is obviously the ideal temperature, and you want to get it tender at that point. Basically, from that 165 to the 205 is how the meat's breaking down. The fat's breaking down, and it's becoming more and more tender. So anyway, I'm new to this, so hopefully we'll all get through it, and I'll keep you updated. To the temperature you desire, which in this case is going to be 225. When we actually take it off the grill at 165 temperature, and when we wrap it, the one video I saw, and it looked like it worked very well. I'm going to increase the temperature from 225 to 275. It seems like a nice increase as far as temperature goes, and let's see how that goes. And again, your best friend is the meat thermometer. Just keep an eye on it. You don't have to obviously sit by the grill for 6-7 hours, but you know, just keep an eye on it. You should always keep an eye on any grill anyway, because, you know, God forbid if it catches fire. All right, so let's get started. So it is definitely working. I went with this grill. It was reasonably priced, pretty solid. Everything I need to do, I can do. But there's a bunch of them out there, so just whatever works best for you. So we're gonna get this. All right, so basically it's firing up. It's. I just wanted to give you a little bit of guidance as far as how they get the grill going. Once the fire is caught, basically what you want to do is still leave it on the smoke setting. You want to preheat it, okay? So you want to close the lid at this point, because the fire is working. Everything's working at this point. So you want to preheat it, Once it's preheated and you start getting smoke, and a decent amount of smoke, and this is going to be a feel, basically how you'll know when it's ready, basically. So once you start getting the smoke in and you're getting the temperature up, then you're going to put it to the desired temperature, which in this case is going to be 225. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up as far as how to set up the grill. All right. Okay. Basically today what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of honey mustard on it just to get a little consistency so the rub will actually stick. And it actually gives it a kind of a nice flavor. Very little bit of olive oil, pure olive oil, basically on both sides. This is the meat side, and this is the fat side. You want some fat. You want fat on the bottom because later we're initially going to cook it with. And you can be generous because you're going to basically just rub it all around the meat. Actually smells good. Okay. And like I said, just a little bit of olive oil, not a lot. You don't need a lot. And then you're just going to spread this. It's good for the cutting board too. And this is going to be so good. Okay, we're going to apply the rub. Okay, so basically it'd be nice if you had like I'm going to do it freehand, but if you had like something with large holes, kind of like a salt shaker, like a real big salt shaker, that would be great. But basically you're just going to, you want to keep it about 12 inches so you get an even flow. And be generous. I expect to use this whole jar. Just a perfect amount. Basically, this is a pint ball jar. I basically did half. If you have a bigger brisket, this is about a 3-pound brisket. If you had a 7-8 pound brisket, basically you would want to go top, fill it to the top, so a pint. So that's a good rule of thumb to go by. Again, I basically filled up half of a pint ball jar, and that was plenty enough for a 3-pound brisket. If you have a 6 or 7 pound, you would want to fill it to the top. That looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to see how the smoker's doing. Alright, so we put it on. I'm going to check on it in about 2 hours. In the meantime, I'm going to do a couple errands. It's about 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right now. I believe somewhere between 2 and 3 o'clock, maybe 3:30. It should get to about 165 degrees, which I have my thermometer out here. At that point, I'll take it off the grill. I will wrap it, and then put it back on the grill. I'll show you all that in the video. I'm not going to leave the video going for 2 hours anyway. But we'll check in about 2 hours. Again, it's about 11 o'clock now, so around 1 o'clock we'll check in. All right, cheerio. I don't know if you can see that. It's at 132. Well, it's going down. It was 152. So we got about another hour to go. All right. Spray action. Voice.
All right, we're at 170. So I'm gonna take it off now. I'm gonna put it in here, and then I'm gonna wrap it. And then I'm thinking another 2.5 hours, and we should be good to go. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it. I have the fat side up. Now I cooked it with the fat side on the bottom to protect the meat. Now, when I wrap it, I'm going to put it reverse. I'm going to put the fat side on top so it basically flavors the meat. That side. So this is the fat side's up, okay? Now I'm ready to put it back on the grill. It's at 210 degrees. I don't want to do any more than that. I'm going to take it off, let it sit for about an hour. That's going to be the hardest part, letting this thing sit. But you have to get that temperature down to about 150, 160 degrees. If you cut it too soon, all the juices will come out. So you want everything to stay put. I'm going to take it off, and in about an hour we'll be slicing. Just like you're going to see it for the first time. I'm going to serve it with some very hot homemade dill pickles. I'm going to slice them up. I actually have some hot sausage on the grill with a couple hot dogs. So a nice little tidbit of everything. I'm actually going to save this juice. Dipping. Looks really good. Looks really good. Always use a sharp knife. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to cut this in half.
We can try to simplify. Just say so.
I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to leave it face up. I'm going to turn this around. Look at that. Juicy. You always want to cut against the grain. This way it's tender. There goes nothing. Thinner sliced it better.
As we drive off in the sunset.
Again, I'm going to put that up so it doesn't oxidize. This side. I don't know if you can see that. So good. Perfect temperature. So good. Got a little tang to it, really good. Not over.